AussieDoodle fans, Shannon here. I'm here to do the 4-week video for Zinnie's puppies. So this is the video that we show you how we make puppy mash, because when the puppies are about 3.5 weeks old, we switch them over and we give them mash. Mash is just basically puppy food that we soak in water until it gets really spongy and soft, and then we feed it to them in these bowls. So I have 2 because I am trying to kind of diversify things a little bit. So I've got 2 litters here. One is a lot smaller litter, and they're a couple weeks behind. And since Zinnie had her first litter, one of the puppies, Banksy, was sensitive to some food, and I'm always kind of trying to figure out how this happens and what's the best way to kind of diversify a diet and make sure that there's not as much food sensitivity. So one of the things I know is to kind of vary and switch up their food, the type of food they eat. So basically, since Zinnie's last litter, my dogs have kind of been on this rotating diet where I just research new food and then buy it and let them try it for a few weeks, and then I gradually switch them to another food. So this one is the Complete Wellness, and I think that Aaron's probably sent you at least some screenshots to show the type of food. So this is the one that Zinnie's puppies were on the first time, and it's really highly rated. I look on Dog Food Advisor, it's one of the highest rated ones. This one is chicken soup for the puppy soul, I think it's called. This was also really highly rated. So one of the reasons I like this one is because this is the dry food. It's really, really tiny compared to this puppy food. So when I soak it, it ends up, the big one kind of looks like this. This is after it's been soaked overnight. I'm just gonna put some in here. The puppies aren't eating a lot. And so far, what I've given them is this one, okay? And I put a sprinkling of a few of those in so that they're kind of also getting used to kind of 2 different foods. And hopefully being, diversifying so that they don't have any sensitivities. And they've all been doing really well on it. This one I just think is easier, so I put more of this in. So I'm going to keep putting in both of these as much as I can, as long as there's no sensitivity. I'm kind of interested in seeing which one they prefer. So every day I'll feed them twice a day. I think this one is easier for them to eat, but like I said, they're used to this one. So I think everybody's doing well on it so far. So I'm going to walk in. We also just put them 10 minutes ago, put them in their playpen. So it's been a big day. We did their pictures earlier, which are super cute. Can't wait to see those. And we set up, my sunroom is all now set up as their puppy area. So they've just been in there for 5 minutes. So Maya's gonna help me to take their food in and see how they like it. Okay, so you take this. I'm gonna take my camera. Okay. They're starting to use the puppy box, or the litter box. Except, oh look, they've been in here 5 minutes. Oh, no. It stomped on it. That's okay. There's one. Look, they pooped. There's already 2 poops in there. Maya, will you get a napkin or a paper towel just so you can get that one? So they have both options. Hopefully they'll do well on it and they won't have, sensitive tummies, and they'll be super tolerable of everything. These are not grain-free. I don't use grain-free anymore until they figure out what the story is with the heart problems that dogs have been getting. It's not going away, so I've just kind of stuck with just good grain type foods, like no corn. I think the chicken soup one has barley is the #1 ingredient. So they're doing it. Look at it, isn't it fun? They have so many cool toys. And they have more toys coming up, some there. I got some more toys over here. And so I just kind of switch them out and, so they don't get too bored. So we're doing great. That's all we have for this time. See you next week. For maybe next week might be a bath video. So I think that's the week that we have an option to do the bath video. And so if I'm feeling super energetic and brave, I might try to do it because it's a project. But we'll talk to you next week. Over and out.